Welcome back to the show. My goodness, are you going to love the video this morning? Ripple Prime. Oh, yes, Ripple Prime. It's a real thing, just like Amazon Prime becomes the new Wall Street, ladies and gentlemen. Trump picks a new CFTC, and XRP suggests 1050 to 25 plus. Somebody roll that beautiful intro so we can find out.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow us on X, YouTube, and DigPerspectives.com for exclusive content. Right now, $3.85 trillion market cap for crypto. The market is up 0.4 in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin, 111,800 plus, 3,900 plus for Ethereum. XRP still down at the number 5 spot, but we're 258 now. We're up to 3.4 on the 24. We're up 8.4 on the 7-day. Let's look at the range of price here. Ranging between 246 and 259. We're at the top side of that range. It feels good to see it, doesn't it? Well, it feels good to see that, and it feels good to see this. I'm starting to think about the dream after crypto moon, ladies and gentlemen. And a part of that dream for me is Realty Mark. And you can make it a part of your dream too. If you love the beach, if you love fishing, you love outdoor activities, swimming, boating, just laying on the beach, doing the whole thing. We love it. Our family absolutely loves it. You could have that lifestyle too down in the panhandle of Florida or anywhere in Florida that you want it for that matter. I tell you what, you could get this beautiful, beautiful, clear, green, blue water and the white silk sandy beaches, just like in the Bahamas, but you're in the continental US and you never have to leave. I've been there. I've confirmed it. I've started looking at properties myself. And I tell you, if this is something you want for your family, it is waiting for you. I tell you, and anything you could want, whether it's like last week, we showed you condos in the 350 range where you can make 50 to 65,000 a year on it if you want to sublet it to offset your costs so you can just enjoy it with your family. They will help you at Realty Mark take care of any position you want to be in, whether it's multi-million dollar properties right on the water like this beautiful one, or that beautiful one, or that beautiful one. I'm telling you, it is quite remarkable here. And again, they have everything on the market to suit your needs, whether it's a single family home right on the beach, something right off of the beach, or a condo right on the beach, ranging from the 300s to multi-millions, as high as you want to go. They have it. And these are just gorgeous, gorgeous properties in one of the most beautiful places I've ever visited in my life. And I definitely plan on bringing my family down and spending a lot more time there. There's no question about that. Now, really quickly here, we're going to get into this news, but I just got to show you some things this Saturday morning. Is my brother from another mother right here. It's Mr. BXRP. He's back on set, ladies and gentlemen. So don't call it a comeback, because he's been here for years. Yeah, it's at Mr. BXRP 589. Give him a follow. You're going to love this guy's insights. I'm telling you that. You're going to love it. And I want to give a big shout out to Chris and Jamie at TEDx Cincinnati. And I got to give a big shout out to Zen Warrior, Coach JV, and Johnny down there on the other end. All speakers at the same event that I was privileged enough to be able to attend and take part in. It was a really incredible experience. I'm so glad that I went and did it. At first, I wasn't going to do it, but I'm glad that they had me and invited me. And I tell you, it was really a good experience. It was outside my comfort zone, and I'm glad I took that step. And I'm glad that I did it with Chris and Jamie, and they're wonderful people. And I think it should be out in about 3 to 4 weeks. So we'll keep you posted when it hits. Let's see if we can't get them some views. Rex Osprey's XRPR, the first XRP spot ETF in the US, has surpassed 100 million in assets under management within a month of launch. Sounds like demand to me, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to love this video. I'm going to tell you that right now. Trump's CFTC pick has deep crypto ties, ladies and gentlemen, and the industry is cheering. We're talking about Mike Seelig is who we're talking about here. And Mike Seelig is currently serving as chief counsel for the SEC's crypto task force and previously worked as a partner with Wilkie Farr and Gallagher. Is expected to face Senate confirmation hearings in the coming weeks. His appointment comes as Congress prepares to expand the CFTC's authority over digital assets through pending bipartisan legislation. Now, what's interesting about Mike is that during the SEC versus Ripple case, Mike was critical in releasing some Hinman documents. So I think Mike's going to work out just fine over there at the CFTC. So bring it on. And Mike is obviously very well versed in the crypto space as well. So this looks like a huge, huge selection for the digital asset space. And then a reminder here that Governor Fed Waller proposes payment accounts to give crypto firms access to basic Fed services without needing full banking licenses. This is referred to as skinny Fed master accounts, not just a regular master account, right? But a skinny Fed master account. And this is to allow for these non-banks to get access to the Fed like that. So this is paving the way forward. And this is the same Governor Waller who said just a day or so ago, he said here, we see that crypto is now woven into the fabric of our financial system. And then I'm going to show you direct evidence of how that is Ripple, XRP, and the real USD right on the XRP ledger. And there is no speculation in any of it.
This is an acknowledgement that distributed ledgers and crypto assets are no longer on the fringes, but are increasingly woven into the fabric of the payment and financial system.
There you have it. Let's keep moving because I'm about to get you. The mission is clear. Unlock the full potential of XRP and the XRP ledger for real-world institutional finance. What are we talking about? Well, we're talking about this, ladies and gentlemen. It is Ripple Prime, like Amazon Prime, but for banks and financial institutions. Oh, yes, it is. Ripple is introducing Ripple Prime. We're pleased to share that our acquisition of Hidden Road is finally complete, making Ripple the first crypto company to own and operate a global multi-asset prime broker, bringing the promise of digital asset to institutional customers at scale. Oh my gosh, I am giddy. For those still on the struggle bus, this is Ripple Prime, just like Amazon Prime, but for banks and financial institutions. Still having trouble with it? Well, stay with me. We'll take that and we'll get rid of that. Let's do it right here. Synergies between the two businesses made this acquisition a logical next step to support institutional adoption of digital assets. Ripple's foundational digital asset infrastructure across payments, crypto custody, and stablecoin. Keep listening. As well as the use of XRP, will complement the services offered within Ripple Prime. In the future, Ripple Prime will look to leverage blockchain capabilities in its business to streamline operations and optimize costs. And it goes on to talk about the significant benefit, enhancing utility with the reach of RLUSD, Ripple stablecoin, being used as collateral for a number of prime broker products. You can see the stage is set here, ladies and gentlemen. It is set. And now let's listen to Brad Garlinghouse himself break down what a prime broker is and how big.
But let's be honest, who is better?
It is
Me or David Schwartz? Hi, I'm Brad Garlinghouse. This is Crypto in 1 minute. A prime broker is really a one-stop shop that allows all kinds of different asset managers, whether these are well-known hedge funds, trading desks, market makers. It gives them a one-stop shop venue to trade and clear everything from digital assets, derivatives, swaps, all kinds of different assets. And these guys are doing trillions of dollars of trades. Historically, those have been really owned by the traditional commercial banks, the JP Morgans, the Goldman Sachs. Banks now don't do, well, new players like Hidden Road, a company Ripple bought recently, is new to this space, and they're growing very quickly by serving that same market, but also including digital assets as part of the mix. Having a well-capitalized, a super strong balance sheet player like Hidden Road is allowing more institutions to come into these asset classes against a well-capitalized counterparty, and that is prime brokers bringing people into crypto in 1 minute.
And he came in 5 under. Pretty impressive, Brad. Now, let's get back to it. And remember, what do we have happening by November 22nd, next month, less than 30 days away? BNY Mellon remarks all cross-border payments. BNY Mellon is where they're custodying the real USD reserves too, by the way. All cross-border payments must be in the new ISO 20022 MX format by November 22nd. MX messages contain data fields for crypto assets. That is the way to understand it, ladies and gentlemen. Things are winding up. Can you not see the stage being set to vacuum all of the? Can I just let my man right here, Saul Gilberti, right here from Tucrium, the CEO. I think he says it best. What we're about to see: Ripple is building the new Wall Street.
And I think that store value, and I think that other cryptos, including XRP, have a use case, a legitimate use case. I think XRP's is a wonderful working model. I think that it's only going to get better. They made an acquisition today where I believe they bought a prime broker, and that's really big news because that means there'll be almost instantaneous settlement across all asset classes inside that prime broker. It'll be a wonderful start to the new Wall Street, that's based on blockchain that moves really quickly. No more 3 days for wire transfers. We're gonna have instant money.
There you have it. And I'll tell you, Saul has been on this from day one. God bless him. We love that guy. And then factor in Ripple and buying Hidden Road. The acquisition's complete, and now it's called Ripple Prime because it's Ripple Prime Broker, just like Amazon Prime. Get anything you want, all the different products that Brad explained to us, swaps, options, you name it, future, they're going to have it all. So, but then on the other hand, we also know that they are setting the stage with the launch of Evernorth to become the world's largest XRP corporate treasury. Yeah, because they're seeing a huge demand for XRP going forward, and we're going to need to create the world's largest treasury so we have as much of it as we possibly can. Which also leans into the question that I've talked about since before I've had a channel over 8 years now. Who does the escrow actually belong to if they need to build a corporate treasury to buy even more of it? I have often said since the first day on my channel here, if you want something to be accepted around the world as money, you have to simply understand it on a very basic street level. It ain't money unless the world agrees that it's money. And how do you get the world to agree that it's money? Well, you give them some. Yeah, especially the largest economies of the world like the G7 and G20. We'll see if we find out that it's ever earmarked for those clients. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Meanwhile, crypto trader James Wynn invests heavily into XRP, calling it a potential revolution for global banking system after exiting leveraged trading. Well, you know what? Who is James Wynn? He is a trader who made his bones on a little meme coin called Pepe coin. He invested in 2023 $7,600 and turned it into $25 million. And now he's eyeing up XRP and starting to realize its true potential is not a meme coin at all. And James actually believes here that he'd spent the last 24 hours going down the rabbit hole of XRP. And he said, I've decided to invest a significant portion into XRP. $25 plus is where he believes it could go. And he does believe it could revolutionize the banking system. It's a gamble, as all investments are. And then he wants people to give him the pros and cons. I said, I can help. You're right about your findings on XRP, but you still don't have enough. Welcome to the real party that will marry traditional finance with decentralized finance. And here we have Egg Rag Crypto, who shows us the chasm, ladies and gentlemen. And every time previously it's either hit the chasm or gone above it, you can see where it takes us. And here today, if we hit that chasm, it's 1050. If we blow through it, we could be doing the $13 to $27 we've heard so much about. but we're going to need that market infrastructure bill, which they say we should be getting a markup on by Thanksgiving. Things are lining up, ladies and gentlemen. By Thanksgiving, we will have ISO 20022 migrated over on SWIFT and every other financial institution, 11,000 of them. We know that. We also know as we get that market infrastructure bill markup, the government should be back online at that point. And if it is, do we get an immediate horses out of the gate for the XRP ETF approvals? And do we see at the end of this month, just in another several days, or in the next week or two, the approval of the Ripple banking charter? And then again, the skinny Fed master account or a regular Fed master account. All of these things could unfold in the next handful of weeks. And that is super exciting because there's no telling where we'll end up on this chart, chasm or not. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. I'll catch all of you on the next one.